Here. Hi, I'm the Cadillac James, NBA champion of the Los Angeles Lakers. And I don't want much from anybody. You know, we at Talkin Kicks, we don't want much. We just want our respect. We're in our 10th season, 6 episodes for people that don't like seasons. We're still on our 10th season, 6 episodes. And Cadillac wants his respect. OG wants his respect.
Yes, I do.
Wants his respect. The mighty kick talkers want their respect. I want my damn respect too.
Well, that's what I was going to say. So since you already said that, let's celebrate, dog. Yes, I have company. Jedi, sunglass.
Feels good to be a champion again. What you mean? I mean, I thought you was a Cavs fan. I thought you was a Heat fan. I thought you was a Lakers fan. No. I'm a LeBron fan. Okay. Anywhere LeBron goes, I'm doing my homework. I'm doing my research, and I'm gonna find out what's popping. I am a LeBron fan. Therefore, we are the champions once again. This is T, and we add a little bit of that extra to it. It's a little extra. It's a little extra in here, you know. But this is just tea for the people watching at home. It's a little tea. Cheers to the champions. I am your man, Beard Jedi, aka the Beard Jedi James, aka the Black Alex P. Keaton, aka Shupak Shakur, aka Albert Shoehost, aka the Boss Kick Ross, aka Iron Knight Tyson, aka Deacon Discount, aka the Undercost Boss, aka Young Cascade, aka Black Sock Gang, aka the Sneakwalizer, aka the Black John Wick, and the aka that matters the most coffee with the foe, Jack Swagless. This is Talkin Kicks. This is season 10. This is episode 73 with the mighty Kick Talkers. And I got to ask the Kick Talkers real quick. Does somebody have some Pepto-Bismol? Because Shadrika's feeling a little sick. Her tummy hurts. Her tummy hurts.
Oh, baby.
She got a pain in her stomach.
How's it taste, motherfucker?
She got a pain in her stomach. Oh, the baby's sick.
Oh, poor Tink Tink.
The baby's sick. LeBron got another ring. I done heard people call him a crybaby. I done heard people call him a cheater. They done called him soft. They done called him LeBrick. They done called him GM. They done called him all this shit. But when you get done talking, you got to call him the four-time champion, and the four-time MV motherfucking P. And you want to call me a bronxexual? Call it what you want. Leave your girl with me. I bet you won't. We up in here celebrating. This is happiness. This is seeing greatness. Y'all daddy got to see greatness. We get to see greatness. And this is what it is, respecting greatness. So shout out to LeBron James. Shout out to Bronny, who about to get beat to sleep, big fella. And shout out to the Kick Talkers. And we're going to run right into it with the roll call. Shout out to Paychecks, Double X. Here, what's going on, family? I see Coffee with the foe, helping people get their shoes. We appreciate you, big dog. Thank you for being the Kick Talker and reaching out to the family. Q the Queen saying what's up. She'll be late. She got a client tonight. So we'll give you your props, Q, when you come back in here. Brian Gang. Artez 501, aka Black Lacquer.
most moisturized man in the business.
Black Lack is up in this thing. What's going on? We already said this, so we're gonna go ahead and get this out the way. Shadrika, I'm here. I'm gonna listen for a minute and I'm out. Caddy knows I'm going to get truly physical sick talking about LeBron.
Before we continue, let me just state, let the record show that Shadrika Ferguson is a pure LeBron hater.
Ooh.
Hate.
That's why you got a stomach ache. Cause you hate. You hate too much hate. Hate. Too much hate not good for you. It's bad.
You know, I mean, Shadrika, look, I know you probably can't hear us where you're sitting on the balcony somewhere 300 feet in the air in a corner with all glass around you, furry trees and shit. Just let us celebrate, Skip. Let us celebrate.
Probably sitting there listening to Ray J right now, like, if I had one wish, like, so sorry.
Anyway, I'm not gonna even defend him. He's the champion. I'll defend him later.
See, Shadrika, listen to Sean B. He said, hate not good for your blood pressure, baby. It make your pressure go up. Then you had to take them pills, baby. You can't do that.
Where the prescription is take 2 MVPs and call me in the morning. Jamie White's up in this thing. Now, look, I ain't heard nothing bad about Jamie White this week. I thought it was fantastic. And then I looked on Instagram today, and I saw a picture of Bronny celebrating, and I saw Jamie White in the background. Jamie White, was you kicking it with Bronny? I heard it. I seen it. Tell us the truth. God damn it. Let's see. Jay Jeff up in this thing. What's going on, fam? Thank you for coming back. We appreciate you. I see Hot Dog in this thing. The champ is here. Hollywood Hogan up in here.
The champ is here.
Shoe world.
And anytime we see Hop, that also means that we got Black Ass African, aka BAA, aka
Marvin.
Hey, what you doing now?
Hey, if y'all did not see Retro Talk on Sunday, we had a good ass time talking about wrestling. Not wrestling, talking about wrestling with Dre Day Kicks. Had a good damn time, man. So make sure y'all go back and check that out. We had fun. The internet held up. They stayed safe from that goddamn Delta. So we had a good time, man. It was good shit. Let me look. I also see Lady Hot Dog up in this thing with the crowns. We see the crowns up in here, but Lady Hot Dog, it don't matter how many times he win. We ain't talking about no goddamn rom-coms, dog.
But she did say he different.
What you want from him? What you want? You want assists? I give you assists. You want rebounds? I give you rebounds. You want points? I give you points. What do you want me to do?
Listen, you want a school? I give you a school. What you want?
I do everything. What's the problem?
Everything.
What you gonna do, man? GTC Reels, what's going on, family? Thanks for coming back. Kick Dreams United up in this thing. We are all blessed by your presence because your presence is a blessing. Thank you, Kick Dreams. We appreciate you, big dog. Shadrika is still sick. Don't worry about that. That's okay. Take some tussin. Put some tussin on and some duct tape. You'll be all right. Turf fan 34. Laker gang. What's going on, family? We see you up in this thing. I see scrolling down, people giving us props on the names. Sean B, if I said your name already, we're going to say it twice. What's good, Sean B? We appreciate you. I'm looking through. Before we get to Joe Burks, what's going on? Jay Beezy up in this Theezy. Smokey Bell LaFleur. We see you there. We see you there, dog. And as I wrap up the roll call, KB Fresh Kicks, how are you?
Listen, let me tell you, I got to give a shout out to my man KB. You know why?
Why?
Because KB was on Facebook and Instagram letting people know, like, listen, what you not gonna do is try to downplay my man LeBron.
What, with the clap hands?
What you not gonna do?
Whoa, KB!
Try to downplay my man LeBron. 4 chips with the dip, MVP to go with it, 4 times.
4 times. 3 different teams.
3 different teams. 4 times. 3 different championships on 3 different teams. Never been done before.
As a matter of fact, I say there's 3 different time zones?
Ooh. It is.
Yes.
So you mean to tell me he been on the Atlantic time zone, Central, and Pacific? So you mean to tell me all he need to do is come get Mountain?
That's it.
Come on, Denver. Come get it.
That's it. And you can say what you want to, but I've never seen the X factor like LeBron go to a different team with new players because it's a new team and get to the finals. Like, you can say what you want to about Jordan or anybody else. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Listen, one thing you have to point out, everybody says this, and I'm not going to go into the whole who's the GOAT anything. Michael went to 6 finals. He won 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron has 4 chips and has been to 10 finals. He's been in 9 of the last 10.
That's crazy.
And my boy just walked in the room. That's what I needed to see. BronTalk. Regular Mike. Oh, don't it feel good? Don't it feel good to be a champion, Mike? Don't it feel good? Mike came on Facebook and Instagram after he won the championship, and he was like, "It's quiet. Nobody want to talk." He's like, "Nobody want to talk." BronTalk.
That's crazy, man. I like the greatness. I love it. I'm here for it. I love to see it. I love to see the puzzle pieces. So I'm with it, man. I'm with it. And I see Bootsy Baby's up in this thing, OG.
A twinkle, twinkle, a little star. I'm a champion, and you are not. Oh, yeah, baby. I'd rather be a champion. Yeah. That's my shit.
What's going on, Bootsy? Sports got cute. I wrote up in this thing. We appreciate you for coming back through. I think that is about the list for the roll call. So,
hey, Beard.
Yep.
I saw on the news.
Mm-hmm.
Sports got Q.
Mm-hmm.
Had floor seats for the championship, and he didn't go because he didn't pass a COVID test.
Oh. Sports got Q. Wear your mask, big fella. Wash your hands. Wear your mask, man, and wash your hands.
Gator seats to Karl Malone.
Gator seats to Karl Malone. They must have been right next to a toddler. God damn it, Sports got Q. Y'all in the show, man. Please like the show. Kyle Park 81. What's going on, big dog?
Park, what's good?
If you don't want to like the show, feel free to dislike it. We always get a couple, but we would appreciate it if you go ahead and let us know how we can be better. I think we have one more episode before we take our break. Is that about right? This is episode 6 of the season?
Mm-hmm. It's 6.
Okay. Episode 6 of the season.
See,
I see some talking here. We're going to get into this LeBron talk. You know what we're going to do. DTC Real said, I'm giving this show 4 thumbs down already. That's okay. DTC Reels, 4 thumbs down for 4 championships. We'll take it. Paychecks is already talking about Bradley Beal talk. We're getting that Bradley Beal talk started. But let's go ahead and we're going to get into our show. Y'all know how we do. Before we get into that, make sure you check us out, lfthvy.com. Use your code TK133. Get a discount. We would appreciate it if you check me out. Also, the eternal sponsor for the show is Free Breakfast Apparel. Had some great conversations with the homie over there. Things is coming and popping and shaking and moving. And I appreciate my brother Hannibal over there very much. Make sure you check them out. Free Breakfast Apparel. Use Unity as Power 10. Get a discount off your clothes. We are not sponsored by them, but we fucks with them. So you should fuck
hard.
With them. And that's what it is. So them my people. He got buttons and stickers and all that shit. We're going to get into our Hump Day Heat. We're going to get into our pickups. We're going to get into our Black business for the week. And then we're going to get to our little pussy-ass topics. And we might celebrate all night. So it ain't no topics. You might just hear LeBron James. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. LeBron James. That might be what you hear. And I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna see for a boy from St. Louis who didn't have a basketball team. All I got to hear was Jordan. And I wasn't ever really a Jordan fan.
Wait, hold on. Now I gotta take a mulligan.
Oh, I see why.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I take it all back.
Sports Guy Q, we hope you feel better, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
Recovery, bro.
Man. Absolutely.
That was all OG's fault.
That
was all OG's fault.
Damn, well,
when the joke fails. Exactly.
Hey, Sports Guy Q, man. Be careful, be safe, brother. Be careful, be safe, man. Keep us posted. Let us know if you need anything. We may not have it. We can try to figure out how to get it, whatever it is you need, bro. What I was saying was that I was never really a Jordan fan. I kind of like the underdog shit. As a matter of fact, the first basketball team that I would say was my team was actually the Toronto Raptors. On expansion draft day. DJ Armstrong, Damon Stoudemire, Marcus Camby. That was my squad. And then I fell out of love with basketball. Nothing that they did. Perked back up again when Shaq got in the league because I actually watched Shaq. Watched him play at LSU. Watched the Magic. I appreciated the Magic. But I liked the underdog. So Jordan was never my guy. I can appreciate what he did on the court, but he was never my guy. And then LeBron came in. And I remember, I don't even know if I was talking to these two bastards then. I might have been talking to a whole different set of friends. But I was like, this dude is the shit. Because you can see him in high school. I was like, yeah, this dude is the shit. He got in the league. Cleveland. I fucks with Cleveland. Why not? No one's cheering for Cleveland. I like LeBron. And there it was. And then he went to Miami. And I was like, I got a decision to make. Because now I've been a Cleveland Cavs fan for 7 years. What do? I don't know what to do. And then Dan Gilbert made my decision for me by talking shit. And so I went to Miami. And I like Miami again because of the Shaq connection. I like Miami. I respected Miami. I like Pat Riley. So I rocked with Miami. LeBron left again. God damn it, LeBron. Went back to Cleveland, though. I just watched him, respected Cleveland, was still fucking with Miami. And then Dwayne Wade had to leave Miami. And they wouldn't pay him the money. I hate bad ownership. So Miami, you're out of there. Now it's just LeBron. It's just LeBron. That's what it is. That's my story. That's what it is. I see Sean B said, I knew he was my nigga when he got that Hummer. Can't be mad at you for that one, bro. Dude is driving around on campus with a goddamn Hummer. So, yeah, we're going to get into this, man. Hump Day heat for the day. We're going to save Caddy for last. OG, I want to know your Hump Day heat, and then we're going to talk about you.
Ooh.
Which shoe is that, OG, for the people who driving home from their side chick house?
Superman 3s.
Now, that's a nice shoe. The reason I want to talk about you is because you were supposed to wear them court purples.
Oh, no.
That's what you said.
No, I didn't. No, look, that cup done got to you already. I said if they sweep, they going on feet. They did not sweep. I had to make it a tantamount. Most important. It ain't just for the win. I never said for the W. I said 4 in a row. Them shits is going on the floor. I did not say anything but that.
King Talkers, we're going to have to watch the tape.
You can go back and watch the tape.
We're going to have to watch the tape because I was looking for them today.
And I thought it was back and watch the tape.
Damn, ain't the shoes I thought I was getting today, big dog.
Nope. You don't get them for that. You don't get them for that.
Nope. And props to Nike for punching the resellers in the goddamn gut. Oh, them LeBron media days was up to good $400, $500.
Yes,
I hit us with that release, and I missed. But I was like, God damn it, maybe the price will go down. Q the Queen and text me. She was like, hey, they got them. Check on sneakers. I didn't get them. But then again, I looked, and them bad boys down to tree fitted and tree fort. I said, woo.
Wait. Ha. Now you're questioning my integrity. I absolutely would have worn them. And I did say, if they sweep, maybe I'll wear them on the carpet. But I would have put them on feet. And you could go back, it's all on the tape. So just like I said I was gonna do the who has the heat? 2 weeks. Y'all all show up. Vote. I said I was gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm in there. I gotta do it. So no, I was gonna do it. If they swept, I absolutely was gonna do it.
They said the lies, OG.
No,
Terp said bear laughing because you don't wear shit. Closet full of DS heat.
Now, lies, all lies.
Colin Park said the lies.
The lies.
Okay, so y'all gonna make me go back and find that section of the video, and I'll post it up on Instagram on the show tonight, so all of y'all can see.
Hop said yada yada yada.
That's okay. Yada. Okay, that's fine.
Sean B, yes, I want to say it was it Tuesday, Caddy, that they dropped on the sneakers out?
It was the day after the championship.
Monday.
So Monday.
Yeah.
So Monday they dropped. I want to say it was like 11 o'clock. Central, 11 Central. They dropped, and I missed. But if you watch the StockX, they had a pair up there for size 13. They was at 470. Then they dropped down to 340. I tried to get them at 340. They jacked the price back up to 370.
Let me help you. What size are you looking for, big fella?
13.
Flight Club got them for $335 right now.
That may be the move. Now, what I did was I made a pimp decision, as I said in the chat, because I was about to go ahead and gobble them up. And it's that shoe when it came out, and I missed out. And then they went on the aftermarket. I said I'm not paying $300 for that shoe, but I'm in the LeBron mood. My man won. I got some LeBron championship shirts coming up. I want to be cute outside, playing outside.
That's
so
cute.
I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and check them out. I want to go ahead and check them out. And I saw the price, $370, $425, and I was like, I'm not doing it. But come November, are those LeBrons going to help me? No. But a new gun will, dogs. I went ahead and spent the money on the gun. Got me another gun, you know what I'm talking about? To protect my family and myself. But those LeBrons may be coming home. So, yeah, I was mad at those restocks. Didn't have nothing for me. 313 Retro Queen, what's going on, sis? I agree with you. Nothing I was looking for, and the stuff I was looking for was gone quickly. KB Fresh Kick said, yeah, I want them too. Waiting on the right price. Same here, bro. 300 now seems like a memory. Caddy just said Flight Club got them for $335. I might go ahead and have to pull that trigger. I'm tired of paying that much for shoes. But we'll see. We'll see what's going on. I wore today St. Vincent's, St. Mary, LeBron Trey.
Oh, that shoe's clean. I like that.
That is a nice shoe. And I had it on, but today was really fucked up, so you didn't get to see the whole outfit. So that's the outfit I get to wear another time, and you will see it, and you will like it, and you will appreciate it. But yeah, this is what I had on feet today. Shout out to Cadillac, because there's no reason for my car to be in the shop right now. All right. I've literally put no miles in that car. There's no reason for y'all to have it back. Fix it, damn it. That's how my day went. Cadillac Jackson.
Yes,
Love
sir.
Cadillac James. What did you rock today on feet? And I hope before you show us your shoe, you have already liked the show, because it's a celebration show for LeBron James.
You know I did, baby. On this one, I did, baby.
Yes, we finally got the show.
Yeah, baby. But
Yeah.
this is what we're gonna do. You know it's a championship. And when it's a championship, you gotta give a king his crown, right?
Okay.
So we gonna give him his crown. We gonna give him his crown. We gonna pull out the king's crown on this one.
This nigga is disrespectful.
That's what we gonna do today.
This
what we gonna do today. You see it?
This nigga is disrespectful. Walking around with the Autobot feet on.
Exactly. Transform, my nigga.
Damn. Them motherfuckers is clean. Them is clean. So dope, Caddy from Artez 501. GQU 90s baby said I got media days from 260 from the Goat app. Turf fan 34, 7,000 flame emojis. Regular Mike gives you 4 crowns for the 4 rings for the 4 MVP. LeBron James.
LeBron James.
KB Fresh Kicks of Sports said I got those too.
Listen, put them up on the IG, KB. You know what it is. It's a celebration, bitches.
Celebration, bitches. That is a dope shoe. OG don't have no pickups. I already talked to him before the show. Chat, what did y'all rock today? We did see a few of y'all posting up on your hump day heat. We saw Hot Dog. Boy, them goddamn what-this.
Oh.
Boy, them what-this killing us today with his own feats. I don't remember the names. We posted them up on our stories. What's going on, V? V's Kicks is up in here, Caddy.
Hey, V, how you doing?
Ooh, he is in good spirits today.
I am in a great mood.
He is in good spirits today. What's going on? So we appreciate all of y'all that hit the TK Hump Day heat. I saw a pair of G.I. Joe Asics, the Cobras. We appreciate that as well. I saw some dope kicks today. D Beck put up his shoes as well. So thank y'all for using that hashtag and supporting that little pussy ass show. That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. But our pickups. OG ain't got no pickups. I got my pickup. Actually, my pickup is actually on my foot as I was breaking it in.
Oh.
Because it is a comfortable shoe, but it do need that work. I got another pair of them Ultra Boosts. These are the Nebraska colorway. I don't give a shit about Nebraska, but I do give a shit about red shoes. And these are comfortable. They are a little snug. That's why I had them on wearing around the house. You really don't need these cages. That's why I've seen a lot of people taking the cage off, and I get it. I won't be doing that, but it is a comfortable ass shoe. And I'm glad I got them. Adidas had a sale like 30% off. So these, instead of being 180, were like 128 or something like that. So I had to scoop them up. And yeah, that's what I'm wearing right now around the house. So I can break them in. But that's my pickup for the day. Thank you, Turf fan 34. We appreciate you. OG has got the screen up right now with the Hump Day heats on feet. That looks like D-Beck, OG. That is Jay Burke. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the Asics.
That's GTC Reels.
GTC Reels with the Asics. That's my ugly ass feet right there. Hot Dog. And then I'm pulling a blank. I'll be lying. Help me out, OG.
BK Kicks for life.
BK Kicks. He always posts up his Hump Day heat, but he never come in the show. What's going on with that, man? Come in the show. Kick it with us.
Have a good time with us.
Come kick it with us, man. KB Fresh Kick said, man, I don't even want to talk about my pickups. UPS lost my damn kicks, bro. Oof. We already know if you got some kicks, bro, it's some heat. I'm mad about that. Hopefully they get that claim resolved and or find them. I would rather they find them, right? Because the money ain't shit. You want the shoe. Hopefully they find them, bro. God damn. Caddy, you got any pickups you want to share with the people today?
I got one that I'd like to share this week.
What you got?
Well, since we on our LeBron kick, and you can say LeBron has started a little bit of an empire, right?
Yeah, I'd say that.
You say that. So, why don't we celebrate the empire with the LeBron 18 Empire Jade? How about we do that?
God damn.
How about we do that?
Bruh.
Can we do that?
I ain't even seen that shoe.
I'm opening an investigation.
I did not even see that shoe.
Can we do that? Did you miss me?
How did you even when did that drop?
That dropped over in Asia.
Oh, this nigga's international.
See?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
International, hold the pancakes.
That's why we was waiting to get on the show, because he was having a conversation across the water, like, hey, whatever.
I told y'all last week I had no pickups, and Beard told y'all. What did Beard? What did you tell them?
I said help is on
The way.
but I didn't know help was on the way.
Mm-hmm. I put that call in and I said Pinto Wa, Pinto Chinto Wa, and next thing you know, bam.
Wait, what did you say again?
I said Pinto Wa, Pinto Chinto Wa, and boom.
One more time with your chest voice.
I said Pinto Wa, Pinto Chinto Wa, and boom. Then I got the shoe.
I think he just said, Shadriga, your stomach still hurt.
That is this show is racist as fuck. This show is racist as fuck.
Listen, I put the call in.
Christ. Well, this is why we'll never be better than any of these other sneaker shows because we got racist people on the panel.
It's not being racist. That's the conversation.
That's not what you said. I'm pretty sure that's not what you said.
Sure, that's what I said.
I don't think that's what you said. So for the 18s and the people who are baffled that you have them.
Oh, KB, I see what you're doing there.
I see what you did there.
There goes that man.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Yeah.
I like that. Sean B say, we missed your hump day heat. Post it up, Sean B. What you have? What you have? Did you tag it? Caddy, how do those 18s fit?
I haven't even tried them on yet. I've been looking at them all day because see, you can't see it on my camera, but this is a mint color.
I see.
Yeah,
you said jade. That's jade.
Yeah, and it got the LBJ on the bottom right there. Oh, that's pretty. Roll that beautiful beam footage. And if you notice, see how I got that zoom generation back on it right there?
Now,
Yeah.
does that tassel come with a poison dart?
You might need to ask Miami that.
Speaking of the jade, Sean Beasley, that's what he got on today. He had on the VV. Is this the VV2?
That's nice.
The Tiffany's by Saya.
That's nice.
The Flynet Sayas. The reason we didn't see it is because it's TK Hump Day Heat. Use our tag correctly, and then we can see you up here, Sean B. Sorry, I turned to Shedrica. I apologize. So, Caddy, we on here live. Go ahead and let us know how they fit. Can you cram your hoof in there? Can you put your hoof in there for the people? And is that the only pickup you have?
I got another pickup, but it's at the stash house.
Okay.
So I'll break that out for the season finale.
Okay, that works. All right.
Because
I understand. I get it. Looking at the chat, Kick Dream said, I'm waiting to rock my Kobe GG1s. And that muzz is fire flames. Make sure you check out Kick Dream's post. He posted them bad boys up. Picked up the Jordan 1 Lows reverse for RTS 501. Let's see. What else we got in here? Them 18s are clean. Paychecks XX. They are unreleased, these kicks. I don't know where Caddy got those.
They're released. They're just an Asia exclusive.
Which means they're unreleased. Picked up the Saucony after.
I told you what you had to do. You call my man and you just like Pinto Tinto, and
never get picked up. We'll never get picked up by a network with these racist people on the panel. It's not gonna happen. We're never gonna go Showtime. Decency and Merrill will be the only ones that get on TV.
There
you go. So you see them Jades on feet, them Tiffany ones made by the homie over there, Saya Collective, aka FBCC, Devlin Carter's brand. Me and OG have nothing to say because we're still waiting on pairs. I got a shipping notification, but I ain't got no ships. So we're trusting the process. But yeah, those are clean.
Well played, sir.
Can't wait to see how those fit on feet.
All right, so I got the shoe on.
Yeah. Are you okay? Did you hurt yourself?
No. You know what it feels like?
What?
It feels like a champion.
Oh.
Yeah.
So now compare those to the 15, because that's most people's one of their favorites. How does that feel next to the 15?
Almost.
Really?
Almost very comfortable.
Now those 17s was hella tight. Are they tight like the 17s?
Yes, they do have a little bit of tightness like the 17s.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. Just stepping on the back of the heel, that air feels amazing.
Might have to give him a spin. Caddy with the overseas exclusive joint. Let's see. Waiting for pairs here. Yeah. I see you, KB Fresh Kicks. Trust in the process. Did y'all see the Saya Kobe release after the Lakers won? I did, Kick Dreams. I decided against making that move. Why? Because I'm 2 pairs deep and I don't know what they fit like. I can't pre-order a 3rd pair without knowing how they fit. So I had to wait. V's Kicks picked up the Viotech Air Max 90s off Nike yesterday on the restock.
Oh, nice.
That's good shit. Let's see. I wanted the South Beach joints. That's what Kick Dream said. So we talk about still talking about Saya stuff. So that's dope shit. I have the Black Business for the week. I guess I need to turn my lights up. I don't know if y'all can see from the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Bro Tags. I don't know if OG gonna put me on the Supper Jam screen.
There you go.
So Bro Tags, just like it sounds, BROTAGZ. You can check him out on Instagram. What is Bro Tags? He makes embroidered tags and badges. He actually started making those for people in the airline industry, and he makes patches. And I've got a couple projects I'm working on that will require patches. And he put up this sweatshirt that had this patch on it. And I said, hey, I need more. What's going on, Danny Allen? Stopping by to say what up. Got to get the kids to bed. Catch y'all on the rewatch in the morning. We appreciate you, bro. I ended up with the birthday orange joints, the size 12. They run big. I'm glad they got the races and the waves in the 11. Sports Guy Q, I might be interested in those orange joints if you're trying to get off of them. Once I get my other ones and know how they fit, I'll let you know. But I might be interested in those orange ones. So maybe I'll holler at you. But this is the patch that he's got. Black lives always matter with the red, the black, the green in the middle. Brown melanin on the stars. OG's got the website up on the screen. And this is the patch I got in hand right now. And it was dope to watch him do this because he had this up for a sweatshirt. And I was like, yo, do you make just the patches? He was like just the patches for themselves? I was like, yeah, I got jacket and shit. I want to put them on. He was like, okay, cool. I said, if you make them, I'll order them. And he made 3 sizes. So I bought 3 sizes. So this one will probably go on a denim jacket that I have that I'm working on. This one will probably go on my range bag. And I don't know where this one's going to go. But check them out, Bro Tags. Good stuff, black-owned company. Get those custom patches you want, embroidery and things like that. Make sure you check him out. If you are Greek, he has a lot of shit that's in for Greek. If you do a lot of traveling or plan on doing traveling, you can get customized tags for your bags by Bro Tags. This is not sponsored. It's just a Black Business of the Week. So make sure you check them out. So that's what I got. That is our Black Business of the Week. We got topics this week. Unless we're going to just keep celebrating. There was some talk that the Lakers and Bradley Beal may be a thing. Caddy, did you hear this? You are the foremost NBA consultant on the panel.
There are rumors.
Is Bradley Beal a free agent right now?
I have to check. To see if he's a restricted free agent or an unrestricted free agent.
Because he just signed a deal like 2 years ago, right?
I have to see if that was an extension.
I think it was an extension.
So let me check on that. Talk amongst yourselves.
So Bradley Beal going to the Lakers would be dope. I'll be honest, man. I kind of like the Lakers team. Like I imagine JaVale McGee's gonna be gone. I imagine he'll be out of here. I think Dwight Howard will come back. I would hope that Kuzma would be gone. Beal just signed and is looking to be traded to a contender. Paychecks trade.
He won't be free until 2022.
So
too late.
They're saying he's got player option and they're talking about trades. So there's a rumor of Lakers going after Drew Holiday. Why though? I like their point guard play.
Okay.
I like the point guards. I like Rondo. I like Caruso. I like KCP. I like all of them running down there.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There's a few players, not many, that you could, live without on the team. Like you don't need Jared Dudley on the team.
I forgot he was on the roster. Yeah. I absolutely forgot he was on the roster.
Yeah. You don't need, and I'm sorry, Champ Cheese, Philly Cheese, Big Cheese. You don't need Deion Waiters on the team.
Forgot he was there as well.
JR.
He got a ring for playing less than 20 minutes.
You don't need JR on the team. You don't
get that.
You don't need JR.
He was saying Danny Green got to go. We're eliminating players. What are we replacing these players with? Drew Holiday. So Drew Holiday makes sense for AD, right? That would be the security blanket. Make him happy. Get him a player he likes.
Yeah, but if you get rid of Kuz, because Kuz showed you in the playoffs that he gets in his feelings when he's guarding somebody one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
He's not scoring a lot of points. He's not getting you like 20 points a game or anything like that.
He's giving you empty calories, is what Shannon calls them. Yeah. He's playing minutes, but he's giving you no stats.
Exactly. And he's just giving you a bunch of fouls that he's like, but I didn't do it. You did.
Yeah.
So if you want to do a trade and get somebody for him, package him up maybe with Danny Green, because KCP made you realize you don't really need Danny Green. Yeah. You got other players over there that you could use. I really like to see what Giannis' little brother can do.
We got to get some tick, right? We got to get us some tick.
I would really like to see, not to mention the other dude, THT, Horton Tucker.
He sat on the bench the whole time.
Yeah, and he played in the Denver series, and he was actually not bad.
And that was it. Kuz is 2 points, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers a night guy. I agree with you. Where did they go? Paycheck said they don't need Bradley Beal either. I think Bradley Beal would disrupt them, personally. I like the player. I like who he is. I just don't know how he fits in with LeBron and AD.
Okay, here's a bigger question. If Avery Bradley would have stayed in the bubble, would Kuzma even have gotten any burn?
Kuzma was going to get burned. I think the reason that he's still on the team is because ownership likes Kuzma. Because he should have been traded, right? Like I wanted them to keep Ingram and move Kuz.
Yes.
That's what I kind of wanted. I get it. I like that, but they wanted Kuzma so much. I was like, let him go. Let him go. But Drew is a better Bradley. Avery Beal, Bradley Beal will ruin the dynamic. I agree. I think he would. I don't know how else you fix that team though. Like, I think they played well. I don't know they could play that long. Like, if it would have been a full season, I think we may see a different playoffs. If they had played straight through, I think that rest helped. And they gelled hard as fuck. Some of the teams weren't able to get it together. The Lakers gelled hard as fuck. But we also saw the inconsistency of Kuzma. We saw AD give us a 15-5 game. We got to see some of these players slack off. And I get it, but I don't know. Who give me echo? Somebody echo. But I definitely want to see what's going on with that. KD will be back next season. So we get to see him coming back with the Nets with them new uniforms. What we don't know is what the fuck when are they tipping off? Have they said that yet?
No, they haven't. Because remember, normally we'd be right before this would be like a week and a half before the season starts.
Yeah.
So you're talking about we probably won't see. Normally, the NBA season is like school. So training camp starts in like September. Preseason games start in the end of September, early October. Season starts towards the end of October.
and it goes on until June, and then they have the summer off just like school.
But at some point, you gotta get back to your regular schedule. So if they start regular Mike is saying that he predicts a March-April tip-off.
I would say
go that late, we can't be playing a full season, right?
I would say I could see them starting Christmas Day.
I said that.
Shortened season.
I said Christmas Day, short season.
Yeah, because
problem with that is you're talking about the whole league, no bubble, and possibly a surge in the pandemic in November, December, and January, which is why people are talking about March.
So normally they get 2.5 months off, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's say you don't get December, because December will be around almost 2 months. Let's say you get a January start. Let's say mid-January, Martin Luther King Day. Mm-hmm. You have a shortened season from January to April, and then you start the playoffs.
Why wouldn't we be doing the bubble again?
Why would? You know what? You put 32 teams in a. No, I'm not. Did you say why wouldn't we, or why would we?
Why wouldn't we? Like it can't be. It doesn't have to be that one bubble. You could split this up because baseball is playing in 2 separate stadiums for the playoffs.
Absolutely, so, you could easily do like 3 bubbles. You could make an Eastern Conference bubble and a Western Conference bubble if you wanted to,
and keep them in there for 6 months,
and have another bubble in the middle. You could do something like that
and keep them there for 6 months. But when how does it? I'm not watching the other sports, so I don't know.
Okay, so can we say that every team has a private plane?
Yep.
Okay, so can we say every team could fly to the respective team's bubble and play? Because remember, it's a big complex. There's multiple games that could be played at one time.
I'm looking at the chat. No fans, no basketball. The bubble is not an option.
Yeah, I just don't see it with 32 teams and only, what is it, 15, 16-man roster. 3 people get sick, and you could be it. If it's the wrong 3 people, you shit out of luck. You might as well just forfeit.
I would say that as far as the sports go, NBA show that their players are more dedicated to any of these other sports. I feel like, except baseball, I haven't followed baseball hard enough to even substantiate how they've done with their situation in playing. But NFL is fucking up left and right. Basketball. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, let me ask you a question, because Artez 501 said, "I don't think I could watch a season of basketball without fans." Now, here's the thing, and I was thinking about this when I was watching Game 5 of the Lakers in Miami. Can you imagine? Because that was a Laker home game. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine what that game would have been like in the Staples Center with Bron and Jimmy going back and forth the way they did in the final 2.5 minutes?
Of course, it would have been crazy.
It would have been nuts. That's the one part I did miss of bubble basketball, because you want to hear the fans go crazy and hear them chant defense and see how the player reacts to it. Like, I would have loved to seen LeBron go off in Miami and see how the fans would react. See if they would have got quiet or they would have booed or whatever the case may have been.
Yeah, and I don't disagree with people saying it. They're talking about how it's hard to watch the game without fans and shit like that. But at the end of the day, we've all decided, those of us that watch, that some basketball is better than no basketball. Mm-hmm. And so if this is the way we got to watch it to keep the players from getting sick and to safely watch the game, we're going to rock out with it. I mean, it's people right now are risking their lives to watch football. Them players are still getting sick. College football players are still getting sick. The Dallas Cowboys game had 25 100,000 people there. Y'all risking y'all lives to watch football. And those players are still getting sick. Cam Newton getting sick. So if you can figure out a way to safely do basketball, and I don't know if you end up running 3-game series, 4-game series with the teams, you run your 4 games and then we don't see you again. You know what I'm saying? You run your time in the bubble, you get the fuck out. I don't know. OG, you look like you about to say something.
No, I'm just processing in my mind. You heard from every player, whether they, were on the championship Lakers or, was one and done or, didn't even make it and, was in the play-ins and went home. The difficulty of being in a bubble for that period of time. Now you're talking about at least twice that and 3 times that length, for teams that make it in a playoff run. So, like when you say in a bubble, are you meaning that they're just playing a bubble? Because it's not just playing in the bubble. It's also you living in a hotel. You're playing and living in an isolated situation.
Right.
To protect your status, your health status. And I just don't see I don't see players succumbing to that for that length of time. It's one thing for the playoffs, but for a 6-month season plus, 2 or 3 months of the playoffs, whew, that's a long time.
Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Yes.
The players were in the bubble for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You're going to have some teams that are going to make the playoffs that have already been in the bubble. So they're already used to it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they like it and you still...
Oh, no. It doesn't mean that they like it, but they're used to it.
For 3 months, not for 9 months.
I'm not saying 9 months. Let's say 6 months, because you're not going to get a 9-month season right now. You're going to get a season from, let's say, like you said, let's say March. Let's say March to September. The middle of March to, let's say, the middle of September or early October. You'll get a 6.5-month season. There are going to be some players that'll be down for it because they want a chip.
Mm-hmm.
And there are going to be some players that say, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not backing it. Jimmy Butler said straight up, this is a business trip for me. Mm-hmm. I'm not inviting no family. There's no need for me to invite family. I'm not here to see family. I'm here to win a chip. Originally, LeBron and the Lakers were going to leave, and they decided to stay.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see teams be willing to go into this bubble like, okay, let's do it. There'll be players that can opt out, be like, hey, listen, if you want to opt out, you're more than welcome to. But there are going to be some players that be like, yo, I'm with it. Let's get it.
I'm looking at the chat, and they're giving a lot of good responses in here. Regular Mike said the owners ain't having it. They want that money. Sean B said, fans or not, I'm still watching my team. I don't give a fuck if it's just Mickey Mouse or Donald Duck in the stands. Paychecks with a curious response. So we just going to normalize COVID. It's here. I don't know how to say.
I mean, we've already done that.
You've got to
go out and you put on the mask. You limit the places that you go. You don't just randomly go certain places. When you talk to people, like for instance, my daughter visited a college friend. I said the first conversation you want to have with her is, what is her status? Has she been tested? Have her family been tested? And what is it? It seems like a fucked up question, but it's a question you gotta ask. So I mean, we've already normalized this situation because it's how you have to live.
And I think you should normalize the conversation of what this is. So yeah, you're gonna normalize it. Sean B said, y'all gotta chill. The bubble ain't nothing but a resort. And 313 said, I think it's selfish to want the people to play sports for our entertainment. So I agree with both of those statements. Mm-hmm. I think the bubble is still probably, even though it's a bubble, it's far better than the life that I'm living here now as far as out in my quote unquote.
First of all, for millionaires, the bubble ain't no resort, in my opinion. Their life is a resort, but the bubble is not a resort. It's one confined room that you in, or if you balling, if you the top of the food chain, you got a suite.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't your house. That's not
Absolutely.
your family. That's not. If you got kids, that's not seeing your kids going through those things that they're going to that you get to see on your off days.
But
what he's trying to say is that we agree with you, OG. It's not that, but it's also not the dregs of society. They're not in solitary confinement. So all he's saying is that it's not horrible as far as the living conditions go. Yes, you got to make sacrifices as far as seeing family and shit like that, but you're not off in, because later on paycheck says, so people who go to jail are special. Like it's not in solitary confinement.
I'm just in total disagreement with the analogy. I hear it, but I'm not trying to make any comparison between solitary confinement or incarceration and having to play in a
but you also
in a bubble.
You also have to remember your family's allowed to come see you.
No, they were not. They were not until a certain
point. They had to be there by themselves. Then you were allowed to have your family come and stay with you in the bubble.
Kids are in school, Caddy, they not coming to see you, bruh.
Listen, if you have kids that are being homeschooled or being taught remotely,
there's the if, yes.
You could have kids. They're teaching remotely here in New York City. So if I play for the Knicks and we're in the bubble, I could easily have my kids stay on the resort and do remote teaching.
Okay, so this is just the parent in me. That's the parent in me. I'm just speaking for me, bro. I'm not saying your truth is wrong. I'm just saying for me. I that's a long time, and I don't think that. I think in you. For me, I'm going into the mind with, okay, I'm doing this, but this is probably something that I'm never going to have to do again. And then boom, I wake up. It's like, oh no, we're going to do it again. And we're going to do it for 3 times as long. That's a whole different conversation. It ain't just as simple as, okay, for me, let's just go.
Yeah, and I think that's what everybody's saying. Like even KB said, and Caddy said earlier, a lot of them opted out.
Mm-hmm.
They opted out of their family going. They opted out of playing. I just saw Marquise Goodwin, NFL player, came from UT. He opted out of the football season because of family. Like some of them are making that choice. And I also agree with 313 Retro. I think it is silly for us to expect them to play. I don't expect shit. I expect them all to stay the fuck home. Basketball, football, baseball. I expect you all to stay home for your family.
Remember, we had that conversation. Season ain't happening.
I expected none of them to play, but if they want to play, how do you make it happen? That's the discussion we're trying to have is how does it work? I think you definitely got to abbreviate the season, but I also feel like you have to put some bubble type restrictions in place to protect the people, the staff, and I don't know what that looks like. I would respect that the ownership, the NBA has figured out something that is above my pay grade and make it work. I don't know what it looks like. Maybe you allow them to play in 3 or 4 weeks at a time, and then your team gets shipped out. You go back home. You're expected to take care of yourself, and when it's time to come back, if your players ain't disciplined enough to keep themselves clean, and you hurt your team, that's on your fucking fault. That's you. You fucking did it. Y'all want to be free, but in this bubble, you're gonna play restricted. Your ass want to go home, go home. But if you come back with that thing, you're not playing. It's a wrap. You can't come back. 0 positive tests while Saban got it. 0 positive tests in the bubble while Saban got the Rona. Yep. All them college boys out here risking their lives for people to make money. I think the biggest problem is having the option to play. The biggest problem is having the option to play.
So are you saying that they shouldn't have an option? Everybody should be required to play, or they don't have a job?
And that's the second question. If you don't play,
and I'm asking for clarification.
Now, here's the thing: if you don't play, do you get paid? If there's no season, some of the people's money is guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the players' money is guaranteed. But there are a lot of players that's not guaranteed.
313 is saying shouldn't have an option. Don't play at all. So the NBA should be closed.
Sean B said making them play is a terrible idea. Absolutely. We're giving you the option to say, hey, listen, if you don't want to play, you don't have to.
Well, but therein lies the question, right, that you were getting to, is if you're telling me that I cannot play, but I can also not make any money, is that an option? And that's kind of where, like, the debate for this country was going, is that, okay, if you're telling me that my business needs to close because of Rona, you're telling me as a small business owner that I can't run my business, you're stopping me from running my business, cool, what the fuck do I do for my bills? Because my bills ain't stopping.
Right.
Y'all put a hold on some shit, but sure enough, my fucking car note picked back up in a couple months. My credit cards picked back up in a couple months. People were still getting evicted in some places when they didn't have a job. So what's the rub? And I don't know the answer to that. This is just a question. I don't know the answer to that. I would imagine that when it's time for the next collective bargaining agreement, all of this shit is now going to be looked at. We got to have a stash in the goddamn thing for players to get a minimum of whatever. There's going to be something. First of all, players should have money set aside to handle shit. I say that tongue in cheek because fucking airlines didn't have no stash to keep operations going. We've seen motherfucking companies close and shut down for not having money. But collective bargaining agreement, do you say, okay, part of this agreement is there's an emergency fund that we would be able to pull from if there is another shutdown across the board? Because everybody doesn't have the integrity of Mark Cuban, who kept paying salaries for his stadium workers. Everybody don't have that integrity. Everybody don't have his money also, but everybody doesn't have his integrity to even give a fuck about that. Everybody don't have Kyrie's money to where he can go ahead and set aside some money for the WNBA. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So what happens with that? I started. What was the comment you put up there?
I think that was the last one from Q.
Y'all stop spreading half-truths. Families that came to the bubble had to quarantine in the bubble even before seeing the play. No one's saying that. Caddy said the players could come, the families could come. Like they had rules. No one said anything otherwise. White House had more positive cases than 3 countries. Hey, look, it's I'm just reading the comments. This is dope. Mark took LeBron's dad to rehab. Damn, Mark taking everybody to rehab. He took in Delonte and shit. Mark's a great guy.
That's what he's talking about.
Oh, that is fucked up, dude, man.
That's what he's talking about. That's the shade. Because when I saw that, I was like, oh, you dirty motherfucker.
God damn. Boosie said the NBA and the NFL, they're losing so much money that they risk the players. They're all disposable. That's all of, well, not all of us. That's a lot of our jobs. You know what I'm saying? It's you look at some of these airlines. I think it was Southwest still had people flying, and they ended up and had 2,000, 3,000 people got infected with COVID flying. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. What do we have on here for topics? Because we kind of talked about this. We kind of rambled into topics. Speaking of the NBA, the commissioner came out and said that the NBA is not doing social justice stuff next season. So we'll be back to the players' names on the jerseys, no Black Lives Matter on the courts, none of that stuff. Do y'all feel any kind of way about that? OG, what do you think?
Go ahead, OG.
You can't put the genie back in the bottle. That's how I feel about it. If they selling the front of the jersey to the companies.
Woo! Say that shit, OG. Go ahead and finish that thought.
why can't I, have something else on the back of my jersey?
Woo! And I had never thought about that till you said it. You selling the front, but nigga. OG for president, are you on the ballot?
No.
Because that's some heat right there. Like I had never even considered that. That's some heat. Holy shit.
There's no way if I'm an NBA player and we're not allowed to have, a Black Lives Matter patch or on the back of our jersey, Black Lives Matter on the jersey like before, I'd be upset. I'm allowed to have Wish or JetBlue on my jersey,
but you don't get a say in. This is the owners. This is the money.
I have to wear this because we have a sponsorship deal with this, but I'm not allowed to promote social justice. I'm not allowed to be a voice for Breonna Taylor.
What do you think about what Keita Queen said? We don't need the gestures, just keep using your voices.
We have the voices, but you know what? I want that reminder there that every time you see the back of my jersey, it says Black Lives Matter. I want you to see, what we feel on the back of our jerseys rather than our names. I want you to keep seeing that because you paid attention to it. At one point, I was looking to see if anybody changed the back of their jerseys. Like when they talked about Gordon Hayward, because he had education reform on the back of his jersey. And they was like, why does he have education reform? But then I was looking, I was like, wait a minute. There's a couple of black players that got education reform. And I'm like, it's okay. I'm like, as long as you're down with the cause and as long as you understand what we're fighting for and you're with it, I'm okay with that. But don't take it away from us. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, we don't need it."
I'm not sure I understand your statement, Q. If you're saying Adam Silver would never tell them they can't do anything to speak their truths. He has been amazing and has never been inconsistent with his support. But if you make a statement saying you can't do something, just say nothing. And if somebody shows up in the new season and they still got Black Lives on their matter on the back of their shirt, keep it pushing. The number is the identifying thing anyway. They don't have to have their name on there. If you see a Lakers jersey going up and down the court and it has number 23 on it, you know who it is. You ain't got to see James on the back of it to know who it is. So,
and if you don't want to keep it on the jersey, I feel like if you don't want to keep it on the jersey, keep it on the court. Keep it on the court.
I think my biggest issue with it was that it was definitive so early. Like, and I don't know why it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you come out and speak? Because I'm sure someone asked the question. I'm sure you didn't just come out and say, we ain't doing that sucker shit next season. I'm sure somebody asked him the question. And I don't know why that couldn't be handled with a little more tact and concern than we're gonna review it. We're gonna discuss it and we're gonna see how the players feel. If we've done enough as a movement, if it was effective, we're gonna discuss it instead of saying we're not doing it next season. It feels so final. Like, I'm tired of this shit. It's over.
Probably owners. There probably was several owners that turned around and said, we're not doing this shit next year, right? Because I'm losing season ticket holders, by the boatload right now.
Yeah. Go ahead, OG. What you got, Pen?
Booty Baby said for now they are working, but unemployment doesn't last for long. It's short term. Unless the leagues are paying the regular folk their salary, I'm not sure how long this is going to sustain, which is a point. So, like, the owners going to get their money because they're making the players play, but the stadium's still staying empty. So the dude that's selling hot dogs or, the person that's working security or whatever, they ass out. So who's really getting help?
That's what I'm talking. And I think when we get to these situations, this is me thinking probably way too far about it. But when we get in these situations, I'll speak for myself, being from St. Louis. So the Rams team came to St. Louis. They played in a little bullshit ass stadium we had. We built them a stadium. The Rams played in that stadium, and when the owner decided that the stadium wasn't up to par, he was able to pull out and leave. The city of St. Louis is still on the hook for that stadium. My tax money, if I live in St. Louis, is going to that stadium. If you take my team away and you take my voice away from being on that court or on that field, what the fuck am I playing for it for? What are we doing? And I think we're starting to intermingle that thing to get to that moment where we're making the decision that the money, as it goes for the owners and the bosses of the league, is more important than the people who are footing the bill for stadiums that are being supported by this network and microcosm that these stadiums create. Remember when LeBron left Cleveland, the city almost shut the fuck down. Like they was like, fuck, we ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing. The Rams left St. Louis. St. Louis downtown is fucked up. Now they still got the Cardinals. You know, they put more money into the Cardinals, but that area, that where the stadium is, where the football stadium was, is still fucked up. And we build so much into these teams, and there's so much of the impact of the economy for a lot of these places, especially small market teams, that if you start handicapping them from playing, and you start handicapping the voice that these people are playing in, like if Giannis decides to pull out of Milwaukee, what do? And I feel like it's the same thing it's on the same level when you start talking about taking the voice away from these players and teams. Now, as far as Q's statement goes, her first statement, the players still need to use their voice. I feel bad that by the time we got to the end of the playoffs, all we heard was reform, go vote, go do this, and that's cool. I didn't hear Breonna Taylor's name enough. After the officers got out, they got away with the shit. I didn't hear her name enough. I didn't hear enough about George Floyd. And that's the other part that's troubling me is like, okay, we making these statements like Soulmate said, being pro-black is a hot bandwagon until it's not. We still rock Nike even though they endorse Cap and sponsor the NFL. Call a spade, see it for what it is. Yeah, so like social movements and shit like that have always been the hot button thing. You know what I'm saying? The bus boycott didn't happen because everybody felt bad. It moved because motherfuckers, it was a swell.
Go ahead. Now, is hot button the same thing as hot bandwagon? Because they mean two different things to me. But you're going to have to help me parse this because I'm not sure I'm clear what he's trying to say.
I think that he's saying that people are jumping aboard the idea of being pro-black because it's the current and trendy thing to do. We saw all these companies start saying Black Lives Matter, but we still ain't seen nobody's executive board change to more black people. So it was a thing to say and jump on and act like I'm down with, but we ain't seen these changes in your structure.
Okay.
All right. And that's what I think he's getting at.
Okay.
And so going back to Q's comment when she was like, okay, we don't need the gestures. Okay, that's cool. Use your voice. Okay, cool. Where's their voice? What else can be done? What else can be said? What should be said? What should be done? And I'm asking, playing professional sports during COVID is just modern day slavery. They have a choice, but do they really? Woo! Who wants to touch that one?
Whew. I want to agree with 313, but I don't want to agree with 313. And the reason why I don't want to agree with 313 is because I'm an NBA player. Let's say I'm an NBA player. I'm making millions of dollars. And I decide, you know what? I'm going to opt out. I don't want to play. I don't want to play. I want to stay home and I want to stay with my family or I want to stay by myself. They say, okay, you don't have to play. Now, if my money's guaranteed, there's nothing they can do. I'm going to get paid. If my money's not guaranteed, but I've played, say, 6-7 years, or in Avery Bradley's case, Avery Bradley's been in the league, 10 years?
Mm-hmm.
So he should have a good amount of money saved up. So if I can stay home, why not? I can stay home the rest of the season. I'm going to be home I've been home since March. So I'm not going into the bubble. I'm chilling with my family. I have money in the bank. The season, we got to see when the season starts next year. I'm making that decision on my own, knowing that I have money in the bank. Now I can see if there's somebody who doesn't have money, somebody who came from G League and they like, listen, I was making $42,000 in G League and now I'm making $400,000 or $800,000. I can't afford to sit out. That's when I can understand, like, damn, that's rough.
I I I'm with the soulmates on this one. I can't. 313, I love you, but I can't. That's that slavery. We got to stop going to slavery, right? Like, and I'm one of the. This is one of my many issues with the idea of voting is because we had a whole fucking war over slavery, and instead of abolishing slavery, they just moved it to prison. Like it's not eradicated. You cannot. Slavery is illegal except for if you are incarcerated, and like we just moved it, right? We just pushed it. So that's the thing. But once we start saying comparing NBA players, I think this goes back to like OG was saying, calling it resort. If you get an option to make $500-something thousand a year or not as income, you have an option. Like that, and let's be clear, a lot of these people's job, J.R. Smith, who made, I want to say he made $2 million or something stupid. I don't know, right? But he made more than you and I.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't see any court time. He played less than 20 minutes all season. So his job required him to go to practice, go to the room, play Xbox or PlayStation, go to sleep, and just be ready in case they used him. Slavery for an NBA player or a pro sports athlete doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me. We can't call it slavery.
Let's point out one person, Dion Waiters.
Mm-hmm.
Dion Waiters got hurt during the seeding games of the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Dion Waiters could have left the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
He could have left the bubble because he wasn't going to play.
Mm-hmm.
He stayed in the bubble, in street clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Had his child flew out to Orlando to stay in the bubble with him. You have the choice. It's like if you're a player, you have the choice to stay in the bubble or to leave the bubble. That is your choice.
But what she's getting at, very, very black and white, is she's saying that if your income, if they tell you to make your money, you have to play, or you don't make any money, right? And so the difference and the thing with slavery and why I cringe every time I hear that comparison is there wasn't no option. Pick this. The option was pick this shit or die. And a lot of times it wasn't instant death. A lot of times they was dragging that shit out. We gonna beat you for a month and a half until you die. That's not an option, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? They beat you in the submission, or they beat you in submission and killed you. I don't like the slavery comparison. I get what you're trying to say fundamentally, but when you cross, and like Soulmates was saying, we expect these billion-dollar corporations to have the same morals as us, and that's naive. It's completely naive, because how many of us have seen somebody who get a couple extra dollars or get a different job or even get a little bit of power at their job? You go from regular call center employee to call center manager. You get a team. And how many times? And they change. Oh, niggas change that little bit of power. So what he said was on point. You get that little bit of option and you change. And that's people. That's people. That's people. Let's see. Waiters didn't do nothing decent, but wear Gucci and do secret handshakes every night. Q said, I think welfare is modern day slavery, not sports. Welfare is modern day slavery. Welfare is modern day slavery. Y'all got a comment on that one? I'm trying to digest it.
I have to think about that one. That's one we're gonna have to talk about on a later show.
Right. I tell you right now, if I hit this Powerball, y'all can lose my number. I might have 365 people. Look, that's real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit. I think a lot of us change. You know, a lot of times your options are shaped by the availability of those options, right? Like I've always said, personally, this is not based on any facts. I've always said personally that being a male being a sex addict is only as ridiculous as his options. In other words, I can say without a lot of doubt that OG, Caddy, and myself are not sex addicts. We don't need to have sex every day and we don't die without it because we don't have options for that kind of lifestyle. However, if we were not attached to anybody and or we had the availability to smash as many beautiful women as we wanted to, then becoming a sex addict makes sense. It's a possibility now. It's in the realm of things that could happen. So a lot of this shit in general, I feel like is based on your realm of options. Your morals are based on what's available to you as options. A lot of times, in a gun group I'm in, there was a debate because some black people were talking about this gun. I think I might have already talked about this on the show, but it was a Trump gun. It was engraved with Trump on it and all this other shit. I think I was talking to OG about this on his live. And some of the brothers in this group were like, yeah, I want to go ahead and I want to get it because come the election, it's going to be worth money. This is a gun that's made with Trump on it. It's supposed to be limited edition. And the idea was that you buy it now. After he wins the next re-election, the gun is going to be worth more because his value has gone up. Right? So that's the option. And then you would make money and then you could sell it and you could take your money and do whatever you want to do with your gains. And for me, my moral compass won't allow me to have that fucking gun because I can't have that. That don't sit well in my spirit to have that motherfucker in my house just to make some money because the comparison I use, and then no one had a comment when I said this in the chat, which I need to go back and look if anybody said anything. George Zimmerman's gun that he shot Trayvon with sold for a couple thousand. I want to say it was $25,000 to $50,000. If you had that gun, if somehow it got in your possession and someone bid $50,000 for it, are you selling it to them? I don't want the gun and I don't want the money personally. Yeah. I don't want the gun. I don't want the money. That means you have a price. Once we've established that you can sell out, we just got to figure out what the price is. And I can't do that. I can't do that. This is why you don't see, on a soft tangent, right? This is why you don't see a lot of lift heavy shit that looks like it was made for superheroes. I don't have a lot of spandex tight shorts and jogging pants and all that shit that sells because that's not what I made the brand for. So yes, I could go out and get them super tight hoodies and the shit that looks all good and make you look like you run around this motherfucker jumping from buildings with single bounds. But that's not the spirit of what I made my brand for. Therefore, I don't have it. I could, as a designer, go rogue and go and I talked to Hannibal about this the other day. This is his example. You could go out here and you could make a ton of shirts being nondescript and make Blue Lives Matter shirts and make a killing. I can make a killing right now with Blue Lives Matter and all of that shit. But that's not my spirit. I don't need that money to do shit. I'm not going to take that money and then invest it in other shit, right? Like it doesn't make sense to me. So as far as that moral compass goes, again, I believe that a lot of that still has to do with like Soulmate said, it's going to depend on your income. And then some of that shit that's unshakable depends on your character. And I think what we need to realize is that a lot of motherfucking human beings don't have good character. And that's real fucking shit. A lot of them don't have good character. A lot of these companies and corporations don't have good character. It's money. It's the shit they do when people looking. That's Beard's alter ego. Beard Sith selling Blue Lives Matter again. You know what I'm saying? Beard Sith selling Blue Lives Matter again. And I just couldn't do it. Like all money ain't good money to me. All money ain't good money.
That is facts.
So I guess sneaker topics, right? I guess we're supposed to talk about sneakers. We got to mention this, and then we're gonna holler at the chat and get the fuck out of here. Sure. eBay is back in the game. Matter of fact, hold on. We can hit eBay real quick. I want to get this topic up because OG has brought this up several times, and we keep
no.
Well, the reason I want to do it though is because there's a show on TV that I think we all need to be watching.
Okay.
What's wrong, OG?
I have no energy for that right now. But I'm gonna follow you. Come on.
Okay, so then I'll leave it at this. Then my show, the TV show, the idea and the object, chat. We can try and lighten this up. What topics do y'all have? What TV shows are y'all watching? The TV show that I've been watching has got hooks in me.
Come on, don't go halfway in there. What is your guilty television pleasure for the pandemic?
Oh, I didn't know it was guilty. I didn't see the guilty part. I don't have a guilty one.
It still applies. Come on, man. Come on. Now we splitting hairs.
Because that's a totally different damn question than what I was setting up.
Okay,
It changes what I was saying. So what I was saying was Lovecraft Country is the show that's got its hooks in me that I'm watching like crazy. Are y'all watching Lovecraft Country?
No, I have not watched it.
OG, are you watching Lovecraft Country?
No, because I don't like stuff that would keep me up at night. I have to watch it like in the daytime, and I know that it has like a lot of. I want to watch it. I've heard enough about it that it intrigues me, but I have not watched it.
Okay. I don't watch horror movies and shit like that either, OG. Generally speaking, that's not my thing. And there are images in this that'll get you fucked up. But Lovecraft Country is, I'm trying to say, like Bucci asked me, what is it about, and tell the gist without spoiling it. Lovecraft Country is a sci-fi thriller based in racism and true history. So that's the best way to put it. Without spoiling it, it touches on the Tulsa race riots, the Tulsa massacre, better speak. It talks about and it touches on historic Black figures, and it talks about Black truth to power in amazing ways that we've never seen. And I think that if you're able to get past the imagery and the scary shit, there's moments in that show that are extremely important and powerful. I cried on the last episode. I ain't gonna hold you. I cried on the last episode. And telling you, even without spoiling it, when I tell you that it talks about the Tulsa massacre, that it identifies directly why I cried. It is a beautiful show. It is in times hard to watch. There's a lot of things that if you go through and you grab some of the nuggets that they leave, it is some great stuff to look at. It's some amazing stuff to look at. So if you got the time, I would say go back and check it out. You can't really jump in without seeing the other stuff because every episode kind of ties to every episode. But if you go in and just watch a piece of an episode, I say if you go in and watch episode 7, that might give you the power to look at everything else. Possibly. Episode 7 is not extremely scary. But
but then you jumping in towards the tail end and you don't have all the basics for if you're gonna commit, just go from one and you know. Eventually I will watch it, but I just right now I can't do that.
Yeah, and that's why I said it that way. I think there's enough in episode 7 that will intrigue you to go back and watch it from the beginning.
No, but I already know all the stuff that you're talking about that you kind of tiptoed around because I listened to this talk show that they talk about it. And so I know many of the other references when you're talking about historical figures and, you know, people playing games in the basement and they're actually certain people from history and all of that. I know all of that. So I'm already intrigued, but I can't. I got to get my mind right before I can do that.
I got you. What was some of the stuff that you were posting up there? I missed it.
Let me go back.
D-Big said, I ain't trying to cry. I'm gang. I see Power. I saw somebody Power.
That was one. I can't go back far enough now to see.
Paycheck said, I'm tired of Power-like shows. The Wire is the GOAT and nothing will ever top it. That's facts.
I don't know, bro. Breaking Bad was a motherfucker.
Nah, Breaking Bad was good, but The Wire, woo.
Somebody said The Boys on Amazon Prime.
Now that's the first season was a long watch. I don't know if I'm gonna make the second season. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I'm gonna make that one.
I understand that it's worth it. That is
second season is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm still in the first season.
Q the Queen, yes, it absolutely can be disturbing. Lovecraft can be disturbing, but I think your beautiful mind will enjoy seeing some of the stuff you'll see in it if you can make it through it. And I'm not saying that like you too weak to make it through it. I don't mean it like that. I mean past the emotional stuff. I think you really enjoy it, Q. It's definitely worth checking out. Doomsday Caught on Camera and Paranormal Caught on Camera and a bunch of DIY YouTube. GTC Reels. YouTube has become my TV. Okay, I got cable. I don't watch shit. If it's not Shannon, then skip. Then I'm usually on YouTube watching Zooming with the homies with Tahir, or I'm watching some YouTube subscription shit about guns and lifting weights and cars. I don't know what's on TV. I don't even watch wrestling like I'm supposed to.
Warrior Blood, what's good, bro? Miss you too, bro.
Caddy, what the fuck are you watching? Do you get to see anything other than baby shit stains?
Listen, other than Coco Melon, my wife, before she went back to work, between her and my son, they own the TV right now. When I do have the TV, if it wasn't on sports, I was playing Call of Duty. But she did put me on to this show on Netflix called Love is Blind, which basically it's like, I want to say it's like 10 people, 10 guys, 10 girls, or something like that. And the guys stay in one loft, the girls stay in another loft, and they have to date each other through pods where they can hear each other's voices, but they can't see each other's face.
And this is what show again?
This is on Netflix. It's called Love is Blind.
Wow.
And the thing about it is they're supposed to talk to each other through the pods and eventually meet somebody who they feel they could live the rest of their life with. Get engaged, then finally see each other, and then possibly get married. Bruh, when I say that I am so glad I am married in 2020, because that shit, nah, bruh, I couldn't do it.
You know what? And this has nothing to do with your topic, but this is the kind of hypocrisy that gets on my nerves. America, y'all had a whole fit 4 years ago about saying gay people can't get married, and y'all are here doing it for TVs. The motherfuckers can't even see each other. Y'all get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, bro. You can't be married if you're gay. And then we done made a whole TV show where niggas is playing about it and can't see a motherfucker, and we gonna see if you could stay married for 45 days and you might get some coins. Y'all get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. This country is crazy as fuck, bro. Y'all ain't shit. That's crazy as hell.
Bruh, there's no way I could be in a bubble. And you have to go off a person's voice. So you sitting there in a pod, and I'm sitting there talking to you, and I just gotta go off your voice and pray that you're basically like, her voice sounds sexy, so I hope she look good. Or, if a girl sitting at the other end, like, his voice sounds sexy, I hope he look good. Can you imagine that shit? And you sit there and the person come out and a fucking sea donkey comes out? Like, bruh, I can't. Mm-mm.
Look, if y'all don't understand what he's saying, Caddy uses his voice for work, and look at him. Look at him.
Don't try to play me. Don't try to play me. Listen.
Caddy uses his voice for work. Look at him.
Listen. This is Gerald Levert Jr. Don't try to play me. Don't try to play me.
Levert Jr.
This is Gerald Levert Jr.
God damn it. What you got up there, OG? I don't like any show. Put it back up there. I missed it. I don't like any show that plays with the sanctity of marriage. Yeah, I mean, if we acted like it was sacred, if we acted like it was sanctified, but as a country, we don't. We only put on those moral boots when it comes to gay marriage, which is the most hilarious shit.
Bootsy said, that sounds like Catfish. Catfish used to be my show, because if you grew up...
You talk about reality shows. That wasn't my question. My question... Well, I didn't specify, so I'm sorry. I should not have cut you off, sir, as you were. I'm quiet over here in the corner.
What were you about to say?
No, I said it, but I retracted it. So go right ahead, as you were.
What I was going to say was, Bootsy had said, that sounds like Catfish. Let me tell you something. Catfish used to be my shit, because
I grew up in the time of catfish when there was Yahoo chat with African American chat.
Cadillac Jackson was a catfish.
I was not a catfish, but I have been catfished in my early 20s. I'm not even gonna lie.
Caddy used to take pictures in front of other people's cars.
No, I took pictures in front of my cars. Now, did I receive pictures where it'd be like, oh yeah, she's cute, and that picture been floating around the internet for 5 years? Yes, that did happen. But back in the day,
Caddy used to send people dick pics, but it wasn't even his dick.
No, that was not happening. That was definitely not happening. I was not sending dick pics. The last thing I want, that shit to pop up 10 years later, like, hey, ain't this you, nigga? Like, nah.
Look, they got the same work that you do, baby. You see that? It's the same condition.
You
All right, so chat it up. We about to check up out of here. If y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about, the eBay meeting was.
You and your drink just done blown past me. Did I ever get to say what I wanted? What my?
You said you didn't have the energy for the conversation,
but we had it. That meant I was going to be in it. I'm just going to sit over here and let you have the conversation.
This nigga shut himself off twice. You don't want to come back to it.
You don't
go ahead and say your go ahead and say your little show.
No. P Valley. That's the show.
In your feelings.
That's the whole reason.
Okay, you gonna try. Don't try to mute me. I can still turn.
We just gonna keep pressing the button.
Still here.
You back on? You ain't on mute.
So go ahead and say your show.
I did say it.
What's your show?
See, you were so busy trying to talk over me.
P Valley.
That's what I said. Yes. That was a whole thing that prompted me put it in the question.
Now you feel better, Tink Tink?
No, I don't feel better.
Aw.
No.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Poor Tink Tink.
So now we all just going to say it like this. Okay.
You want to talk, you got to talk about P Valley. You don't just say P Valley and then leave it. What about P Valley? What do you think about it? What's the show about? Talk about it.
It's about a stripper club in Mississippi. And I didn't want to watch it. I didn't want to watch it at all because I just felt like it wasn't going to be interesting. But the characters in that show are very, very well developed.
He just likes strip clubs.
No, bro, it ain't got it really like that's really not even the it's just kind of like the place. It's not really.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
It's not even really like that. But it just it just.
What got you to watch it?
People in my job just kept harassing me. You gotta watch this. You gotta. It's like, okay, I'll give it 2 episodes. If it don't catch me by 2 episodes, I'm out.
Scripple one.
And I all the way to the end, all the way waiting for season 2.
Oh, I know you watching it, B.
I'm looking at the chat. Sports Guy Q said P Valley is my joint. P Valley crooked letter I.
Absolutely.
Bruce Betty said.
Get that Skrilla.
See, this is why you don't let him watch shit like that. He just be wilding out.
Uncle Cliffy and Lil Murder.
Yeah.
Mississippi crooked letter I. Okay, it must be the show. Everybody's watching it. D-Beck said, I heard it was good. He ain't seen it yet, but I heard it was good. What channel is P Valley on?
Snap. Stars, I think. So
Stars has got Power and P Valley. I might have to go ahead and get that $8.99 and binge on it because I think Power is on a hiatus. So I could go ahead and watch all 6 of them episodes or whatever the fuck they at. They at the mid-season break. I could binge those. Yeah. I could binge watch that and try and get P Valley in too.
Yeah, I didn't want to like the Power Book too, but so far as I never liked his son as a character.
Oh my God.
So now to have him like the main thing in the show, But I love me some Mary J. Blige, so I'm stuck.
Yeah, I heard that kind of Power Book is kind of like retelling the same fucking story. They just changed the characters. Is that accurate?
Nah, you can make that, but no, it's not the same story because
Okay.
what it is showing though is really true to life, like how certain things, like children and their parents,
Mm-hmm.
even the ones that try not to be like their parents or say they hate their parents, there's certain things about them that when they come into certain situations, they are just like their parents.
Okay.
They have, be it like mannerisms or, all the way down to literal behavior that they have imprinted, even though they felt like they resisted.
Okay. I definitely have to check. I didn't have a reason not to check it out. I just hadn't. My stars ran out, power was over, so I canceled it because I wasn't gonna keep paying. And they make it hard for you to leave. You go from the $8.99, you try to cancel, they be like, look, we'll let you stay on for another 3 months for 99¢. And I was like, okay, I'd take it for 3 months for 99¢. But after the end of 3 months, I'm canceling it again. I do like that when they closed Power, they closed it. There ain't no speculation about if Ghost is still alive.
He's gonna say that.
Oh, come on, man. They had a funeral.
That don't mean shit, bro. Just because they had a funeral, that don't mean nothing. It's TV.
Now, see, that's that shit that make me not want to watch.
Are you old enough to know that they had a whole season of Dynasty and it was a dream?
Nah. I didn't
Somebody
watch. Somebody
got killed on Dynasty, and you saw the body and everything, and then the next season the person woke up, and it was all a dream. The whole season. So
did you? And you were a person that watched Dynasty?
No. I just know that about that particular show. I never.
Okay, because I was about to ask. So for somebody who, when you get that invested to the alternate storyline, and then they get to the end, and it's like this didn't happen. Like for me, Archer was that Archer the cartoon show. Mm-hmm. Archer, they had a whole season where he was in a fucking coma, and then he just woke up out of the coma, and they did another season, and I don't like it. And Archer's my shit, and it's like now that you fucked it up, I can't really watch this shit no more.
Right. I just feel like it's not really settled. And if you get somewhere in Power Book and you see somebody step out of the shadows and it's Ghost, I'm not going to be surprised. And if you're still doing this show, I'm going to come on that Wednesday and I'm going to say, told you.
That would piss me off. If I got into this and started liking it and then it just brought the nigga back, I'd be mad as fuck. I'd be mad because I really did like that in the Power, that it was so definitive. Like, this nigga's dead, Angela's dead. We gonna get into a whole new story. And if he come back, I'm gonna be mad as fuck.
Might be dead, and Tommy's gone, but you don't know where Tommy's at. So it just.
Oh, my niggas in here. Hannibal from Free Breakfast Society. Make sure you check them out, man. Free Breakfast Apparel. Use your code. Unity is Power 10. Get your discount off. Tell him we sent you. He'll probably know by that code. That's my homie right there, man. That's my homie. Good people right there. Real solid folks. Real solid folks.
Chi-Town in the house. Stand up.
That's my dog, man. That's my dog. Give me some good advice, helping me build. So good people right there. That's my dog for real. Appreciate you being on the show, bro. Straight up. Even coming through. We appreciate you coming through. Because he don't mess with sneakers like that. So even the fact that he popped in the chat, that's dope. We appreciate y'all, man.
Absolutely.
OG, is it okay to wrap up the show? Is it okay?
He said he dead.
Ghost dead. Ghost not coming back. He dead.
Look, y'all just let me live. I'm gonna be on one. I'm telling you. If it comes on the show, y'all come over here and cut my cable. Don't let me see it. Do not. I can't remember shit, but I'm going to remember this conversation. I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Are you okay with cutting the show now, OG? Is it cool?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. I'm about to leave.
No, we have to talk to the chat.
Well, I'm about to leave.
5 minutes.
I'm about to leave. This is Beard Jedi, aka the Black Alex P. Keaton, aka Shupak Shakur. We got the lift heavy in the back. Make sure you hit us up, lfthvy.com. Use your code TK133 to get a discount. Make sure you head over to Free Breakfast Apparel. Use Unity as Power 10 to get your discount. He actually puts that money back in the community. I end up putting my money into other Black people. He puts it into the community and efforts that you can trace and check out. Chat, we still rolling with y'all. So if y'all got something to say, chat it up. But yeah, that's how we doing. We appreciate y'all. You see the lift heavy over there with the new design with the army green and the lift heavy with the red bars on there. And then you see the one over here in the other. I can't. It's really hard to get this. That one was the black and pink. That has nothing to do with breast cancer. I'm not trying to get canceled out here. That breast cancer money, they have their own pink. That's just a design that I got that I like. So, and we got different variations of that that you can see and check out on the site. So check me out, lfthvy.com. And I got some other stuff coming that I was talking to Hannibal about that is coming very soon, very soon, very soon. So yeah. GTC Real said, damn, OG, you still got cable?
Yep, and I still got dial-up.
Caddy, remind the people of the shows because I never remember. And I see 313 in here, so I know she got a show tomorrow night, but I'm horrible at remembering.
Yes, sir. So on Sunday, we have Retro Talk Forum with Black and Hop. On Monday, we have the Monday Midsole. On Tuesday, we have Sneakerheads Clothing Radio live. Wednesday, that's us. Talkin Kicks, how you doing? Thursday is 313 Retro Queen with her Free Your Mind Thursdays. Friday is the Soul Survivor Battle on the Monday Midsole. Saturday, Who Has the Heat? And I believe in 2 weeks,
OGSneekerz
coming to the stage. OGSneekerz coming to the stage. OGSneekerz in 5 minutes.
TKO, 3-drop knockout.
Yeah,
come on, OG.
1, 2, 3, count him out.
Come on, OG. But that's the rundown, man. Sneaker content for y'all all week long. Y'all can check us out. Check out the people that rock with us. We for real about that shit, you know. We don't always get in the chat live, but we come through and leave the likes and, you know, drop off as much as we can in the chat. We try to support y'all for real. So y'all should do the same. Rock with them. Don Turner, we support Don Turner and his wife and their business. With Kick Dreams United. Got something brewing for Kick Dreams, who's always doing the work. And we real about that. So
yeah, OG, don't throw the battle.
I'm gonna do the best I can. Honestly, all jokes aside. But y'all already know. If y'all been watching this show, you know I don't think like everybody else. And sometimes if you don't think like everybody else, that's what trips you up.
You got to study him up, y'all. Caddy, Black, and Hop. Y'all have all been in the battle. Throw him some questions to see how you handle it. Go ahead and get that Cliff Notes together. Study him up.
Don't you pull out no spot builds or no Ewans. I'm letting you know that right now. Let's be clear.
Boosie said with no shenanigans. No suggest. Oh, see.
Don't listen to D-Beck. Don't listen to D-Beck. D-Beck, I have you out and about.
He said no animal print though. Is that a good suggestion? No animal print?
No, because some of the best shoes have animal print.
There you go. And OG's got some shoes with some animal print.
Mm-hmm. Because you know he's his spirit animal.
We can do a trial run. No Ewans. Yeah, they really telling you about these Ewans, OG. They said really. Don't do the Ewans or Yeezys.
No Ewans and no Yeezys.
No problem.
All right. And don't pull out no lifestyle LeBrons either.
See, I don't know.
Yeah, you pull them pictures out and see what happened.
Again, Black Business of the Week. Check them out, bro tags. Make sure you go get your tag. Get something for your luggage. You want to put it on your clothing or whatever. Check out Bro Tags. Black man with his embroidery machine making some dope shit. He also has shirts. So if you don't want this patch, but you want the patch on a shirt, sweatshirt, hit them up. Bro Tags is dope. So check them out on Instagram. All right, I'm done talking. Go ahead, Cadillac Jackson.
Appreciate y'all. Next week, season finale. You already know how it's gonna go down. Have your drinks ready, and we'll see you next week. Holla.
All right, people. Be blessed. Be safe. And we'll see you next week. Season ending. And I know. You don't know. It is your boy. Champion Sound. OGSneekerz. Wishing all of you total brand gang family.
Okay. Wow.
Holla.
Came out here with big dick energy. Excuse me.
Peace.